Hey folks, this is Vint with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out King Arthur Knight's Tale. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 45 bucks. The game is finished, however, I am playing a pre-release build of a 2.0 version that is coming soon, a couple of days. So you're going to see some new content fairly soon if you already own this game. There's a new game. There's also skirmish mode if you want to play with that. There's also multiplayer. So there are a number of different ways to play this game. The 2.0 version that I kind of hinted at earlier will introduce some new gameplay features, as well as a new Rising Eclipse mode, which is like endgame content. I've only been playing for about 2 or 3 hours at this point, so this is going to be more first impressions. So there was this Knight's Tale mode and a Legion IX mode. I guess it's 9. So you can choose between different modes of play from the looks of it. There's also like a classic mode and a roguelike mode. It pretty much just affects the saving of the game, like free saving. Classic mode allows you to free save. The roguelike mode does not. There's also 5 different difficulties, so you can kind of pick and choose what you like there. So what is the story here? Well, I'm just going to read right from the Steam store page. It's just easier for me to do so. You are Sir Mordred, the nemesis of King Arthur, the former Black Knight of the Grim Tales. You killed King Arthur, but with his dying breath, he struck you down. You both died, and yet you both live. The Lady of the Lake, the ruler of the mystical island of Avalon, brought you back to end a true nightmare. She wants you to go on a knightly quest. She wants you to finish what you have begun. Kill King Arthur, or whatever he has become, after she took his dying vessel to Avalon. So yeah, you are Sir Mordred in this game, and your ultimate quest is to find King Arthur. And along the way, you're going to be finding allies, typical allies that you would normally see in the, Kingdoms of Camelot universe, I suppose. So the gameplay is broken up into a series of levels. They're handcrafted. There's no random generation here. It's a scripted, as far as I can tell, a scripted experience. And there's no way to go back and grind either. So it's like you're experiencing a story as you continue playing this. And as you progress, you're going to be making various decisions via dialogue, and this will affect your it's a morality chart. You can go up and down, which is good or evil, but you can also go left or right, which is like old world and Catholic religion. So depending on the choices that you make, you'll unlock new skills and new abilities. You can even unlock new companions to travel with you for your round table. So, if you want Lady Morgana, for example, you have to go a particular way on that morality tree. These people that you find and you unlock via this morality tree and through other story scripted events, you're going to be leveling them up individually. It's a light RPG element. There's different slots for different things. So the game will tell you, okay, this is better, +5 to this stat or whatever. But they are going to level up as they go. And there are different classes in this game. Sir Mordred struck me as like this protector class of sorts. I don't know what the classes are yet, like I said, first impressions. But like champions have this, two-handed thing where this Sir Mordred has like a sword and a shield and can block attacks, at least. So like there's different classes in this game, and different characters will have different abilities that you can spend skill points on, in addition to this morality tree. The morality tree is more universal, whereas in this mode, you can actually like level up each person individually and give them various equipment, which is kind of cool. So I really look forward to seeing all the different people that are available in this and what they're good at and the like. There is the ability, there is like persistent damage in this game. There's like injuries, for example. If a character takes too much damage, there's like HP and vitality. And I think if you run out of the one, then you start taking damage on the other, and then that's when you start taking permanent injuries. Luckily, you've got in between levels, you've got, well, pretty much the round table. There's this like city, and you can buy different areas of it. Like there's the cathedral, which allows you to heal. There's the merchant. There's the hospice area. There's different, you have to spend resources and money that you're going to be earning as you do these handcrafted levels. And there's even slots for people to work. So at the round table, for example, typically you might, slot this person over here to give the entire kingdom a plus 10% bonus to this or that or whatnot. But typically you're going to be, managing. I want to say, like, in the beginning there was room enough for 6 people, but it looks like it expands up to 12 through upgrades and the like. You're going to be slotting people into various sections of your castle slash city, whatever, in order to get things done, whether it be to heal these people, to remove bad status effects, to buff your city in some way, that kind of thing. So there is a permanent progression. It's not just go on one level, then go on the next level. No, you're pretty much going to be bringing back money and resources, and then coming back here to improve your overall status, I guess. And I really look forward to exploring that more. Again, I've only gotten, I think I got to like mission 3 or 4 at this point. And I started slotting people. I've bought a couple of buildings or rooms, I guess, the cathedral, the merchant, the different places. And that was, I look forward to unlocking more of that. It looks a lot of fun. So the combat itself is kind of reminiscent of like Baldur's Gate 3, but there's no initiative order. Rather, you move around the map. It's very instanced and very, I don't want to say it's small, but it's like an instance area until you come across an encounter. And they're scripted, like I said. The more you explore around an encounter before actually doing the encounter, the more spawn points you have to, like, you can decide where your people are going to start the battle. So like by circling the encounter area, you're unlocking new places for your people to automatically start when combat actually does begin. And it's turn-based in the sense that your squad goes and then the enemy squad goes and then your squad goes and the enemy squad goes. It's not like in, again, Baldur's Gate 3 or other RPGs where this person has an initiative of 10 and then this person has, so you could be like, you go, then they go, then you go, then they go, but it's not individual people. It's like your entire squad goes and then the entire enemy squad goes. That's how typically it works. There's like armor in this game. Different characters will have different armor, and you want to keep your armor as high as possible to prevent any sort of permanent damage. Again, there's like armor, and then there's like HP and vitality, and you're trying, it's like 2 layers of shields before it starts really permanently affecting your character. But by then, hopefully you don't get to that point. There's melee and ranged in this game. It's not bad. Different, and there's an action point system like in XCOM where moving to this square will take 5 action points, and you to attack you need at least 2 or 3, so you won't be able to attack this turn, but you'll be able to attack on the next turn. From what I saw, there is like an Overwatch ability, but I haven't explored that too much. There's also stealth in this game where there's certain classes that can actually go invisible. And so as long as they don't get too close to an enemy, they can sneak up on someone and do some serious damage. But they typically have low armor and the like. What concerns me is like the amount of playtime that one can spend in this game in one playthrough is vast. But a lot of these characters seem to be unlocked via that morality chart. So like I feel like in order to really know what characters you like and don't like, you're going to have to play the game several times in order to get a handle on what everyone does. I wish there was some kind of like arena where I can like see every single character, like in the main menu, some sort of encyclopedia or arena, just so I can like practice what they do and how they behave. That way I know which morality like direction to go in, and so I know what characters to go after. Like I'm interested in Lady Morgana, which is on like the left side of the morality chart, but I also want to unlock the White Knight, which is on the right side, and I'm like, well, I can't do both, at least not efficiently, so I'm stuck with this playthrough. What if I don't like that choice? Am I screwed at that point? You know what I mean? So like I wish there was a way to try out all the characters and see what they did before this starts, because like it seems like you're locked into that decision. So I mean, there is reason to replay the game. I mean, that's one that one could argue, well, that's replayability. Great, but what if you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands, like I do, you know? So yeah, I mean, I would love to know. I was often sitting there on the morality tree, not knowing what direction to go in. I had decision paralysis because I didn't want to mess it up. So yeah, I don't know what characters I like yet. Sir Kay seems to be really powerful so far. My archer seems to be doing okay. I don't know anything about balance at this point. I don't know if some characters get weaker than others, or some characters get weaker than others in the end game. That's something I have yet to figure out or to really experience. But overall, the game is pretty fun. I don't really care about the dialogue. It's just meh to me. Like, it's just people are talking, skip, 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 skip. All right, let's get to the point where I'm upgrading people and I'm improving my town. That's what I'm interested in doing. That's typically what I do anyway in games. D&D typically the story is like it's a back thing to my min-maxing my character. You know, that's just how I am. So yeah, I mean, overall the game's not bad. But on the other hand, it's $45, so it's a significant investment for what it is. When Baldur's Gate is roughly 50, $60 ish. So like, I feel like Baldur's Gate has more content and more things going for it than this game. So if you were to compare the two, I'd say get Baldur's Gate 3 over this. That being said, like, I got my press key and I would love to play more because I am interested in finding out what characters are really good, which ones are not, how to level them, that kind of thing. So, I mean, keep this one on your radar. At least, again, the 2.0 should be out fairly soon. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you all next time. Take care.